In September of 2024, YouTuber Camping with Josh was doing a solo camp in an area of forest which he hadn't been to in 4 years. He finds a good spot he wants to camp for the night, and as the rain pours down, he realizes it's probably a good time to get his shelter going. But as he's in the middle of setting up, he hears noises in the distance. Feeling a bit uneased, he goes to investigate what he was hearing.
I'm just literally sat over there trimming the wood down, cutting it down how I like it. And I can just hear some mad movement going on in those bushes over there. I can't tell if it's like the rainfall just making quite a commotion, or there maybe rabbits or deers maybe.
Although unusual, Josh doesn't overthink it too much, and thinks his mind was probably playing tricks on him. He goes back to what he was doing, but that's when the noises get a bit clearer.
Do you know what I mean? You heard that, and it's really quiet. There should be birds singing. There was birds singing, and I've just noticed they've just stopped singing.
Unable to locate where the noises were coming from, Josh became quite worried and was debating whether to continue or not. This is honestly a terrible situation to be in, as your position is given away and there could be someone lurking around your campsite.
And maybe just do a bit more talking with you there. So I think it's important to be real with you guys. Yeah, I'm gonna pack up. I guess I could take this tarp away, but I just don't really want to. Alright, I'm gonna go, guys.
The situation became so dire that Josh decided he was going to leave his tarp there and come back for it in the morning, now confident he was not alone, even setting up his camera just in case anything happened while he was trying to pack up. Josh leaves the site unharmed, and although a bit rattled from the situation, he tries to make his best of what happened. Where the video gets terrifying is a few days later. Josh explains what he saw. He starts out by explaining that early in the video, he heard what he believed to be heavy footsteps. He was pretty certain, but tried to tell himself he was just overthinking it. But when he also began to see a lot of movement in the bushes, it was hard for him to ignore. Josh then saw something across from him, which he thought was a tree. However, he knew it wasn't a tree when he saw a person duck down behind the bushes. This was when Josh knew he had to leave, and you can actually see the exact moment when he saw the person.
Yeah, I'm gonna pack up. I guess I could take this tarp away, but I just don't really want to. Alright, I'm gonna go, guys. Hello?
Josh made the right call to leave, quickly finishing up the video by telling his viewers to know when to leave and to stay safe. Who knows what that person's intentions were, but let's just be happy Josh made it out of there unharmed. Grizzly Gaz is a larger channel in the camping space that has been making videos for over 3 years. In a video uploaded in July of 2022, he was exploring a forest that was sort of local to him. Throughout the first half of the video, there were multiple odd noises and sticks broken, but this happened so much that it seemed almost impossible for it to just be nature.
What the f?
With it now being pretty clear that Gaz wasn't alone, he decided to go out of his tent to see if he could find anything.
I know it's someone f***ing with me. Got a big dog here. And a nice knife with your name on it. What the f***?
He continues to hear an odd banging noise, even when outside. Feeling uneasy, he decides to return back to his tent and see if he hears anything further. Unsure of what it could totally be, he decides to try and get some sleep and forget about what he heard, chalking it up to his mind playing tricks on him and the wind. It's not until after he goes to sleep when the video becomes very real.
Hi. I can hear you.
Clear footsteps running away from the tent can be heard, and given the frequency, it definitely sounds like it was something on two legs, meaning it was highly likely those were human footsteps. Maybe seeming a bit too unbothered by the situation, Gaz actually stayed the night and woke up the next morning seemingly unfazed about the situation. Regardless, he was unharmed, which is all that really matters, and thankfully he still makes videos to this day. This next video is from a wildlife firefighter and nature photographer named Curtis. Finds himself in a very dangerous spot.
Hey bear. It's okay. Whoa bear. Hey bear. Hey, get out of here. I'm leaving.
As Curtis slowly backs away, the bear continues to follow him. Even though he is armed with bear spray, being face to face with a black bear is never a good position to be in. Despite the bear's brownish color, the bear in this video is actually a black bear, which adult males can weigh up to 500 pounds. On top of this, they are extremely agile and fast, as even throughout this video, you can see the bear effortlessly climb different trees.
It's okay. Yeah, get up there! Get up there!
Curtis's calm demeanor is beginning to crack, which is completely understandable, as you can see the bear slowly moving his way forward, following him. If you know anything about bears or bear safety, then you might have heard the phrase, if it's brown, lie down, if it's black, fight back, regarding what to do if you encounter different species of bears, meaning you should probably play dead if you encounter a brown bear, and fight back if you encounter a black bear. This mainly exists because if a black bear is hunting you, there is a good chance it is looking for food, which makes this encounter that much more terrifying.
Hey bear. Good bear. Good bear. Yep, good bear. Hey bear. Hey. Hey.
As the bear gets quite close, Curtis makes the smart call and gives the bear a quick spray in order to deter it from attacking. Although the bear looks small in this video, there is not much you could do against it physically, which is why it was that much more important that Curtis was carrying bear spray. Many comments were going at Curtis for not being aggressive enough, but it's honestly hard to know how you would react in a life or death scenario. Plus, him having the bear spray probably made him feel like he didn't need to be as loud, as he had that layer of protection. Others were also saying that it seemed the bear was just curious or being playful. Last time I checked, bears don't play with humans, and it definitely looked like it was sizing up Curtis as a potential food source. Thankfully, he was able to deter the bear, and this should be a lesson that if you're out hiking or camping in bear country, always bring bear spray with you, because there is a good chance it saved Curtis's life. Brandon Explores is a YouTuber who documents his adventures around the UK while camping in his van. In a video uploaded in February 2024, he explains how he is going to explore a little town in England called Jaywick, which is one of the most deprived towns and has kind of a reputation of being a rundown place. The video starts out with Brendan going around town and exploring different places around the city. Nothing too eventful happens until he gets to where he's supposed to stay that night.
Sounds like a flipping bonfire or something in there. Looks like a few of these bins have been set on fire a few times. Look at the rubbish. Well, this is apparently where I'm supposed to be staying tonight, and I don't really feel safe staying here.
What looks to be multiple things that have been set on fire, Brandon notes how he doesn't really feel safe and decides to move to a different spot to park. He comes across a parking lot that he feels would be a good place to spend the night, but after making dinner and exploring the town for a bit, when he returns, he notices that he was the only vehicle left in the parking lot.
When I started cooking dinner, there was a few cars parked around me. There was a van over there. And now I am the only one in this car park, and I wonder why. I'm going to follow my gut instinct. I'm not parking here tonight. Just got a funny feeling about it. And I think when you have that feeling, best thing you can do is move on. Right.
He gets a bad feeling about the place and decides to switch spots. He heads down to a foresty road where there are no houses or anyone else out there and decides to hunker down there for the night. Brandon relaxes for a bit before heading to bed, but he is woken up to something at 2:30 in the morning.
I think someone's outside the van. Someone just tried the door. Hey!
Someone approaches Brendan's van, trying to open the door to get inside. After that's unsuccessful, the person outside smashes one of the front windows. Obviously a complete shock, Brendan reacts by yelling out of fear. A few minutes later, he went outside to check the damage.
Right, whoever the that was has now gone. I'm gonna get out of here. Oh my god.
Brendan finds smashed glass all inside his van, and eventually makes a smart call to get out of there. Brendan explained at the end of the video that the van and himself were not in a good state to continue, and he made the 3-hour trip back to his house that night. It's a good thing he decided to lock his doors, because who knows what would have happened if he didn't. Thankfully, he got out of there safe, and this event has not deterred him from camping in the future. Adz Ventures is a YouTuber who takes his van out to go stealth camping. In October of 2022, he decided to go stealth camping near a cemetery, with his original plan being to do a ghost hunt of the woods. But something ahead of him on the path catches his attention. He stops for a second, trying to analyze what it is.
But I think I'm going to head back towards the way that I came because I swear I keep seeing someone. Hold on. There's no one there, but I swear there was. I think I'm gonna go this way, to be honest with you. What the hell? That is a person. I'm not even joking. What the f***? I can't see anything. Oh, what was that?
Now, many think that this was either a person or a mannequin placed there by somebody. Reacting on pure instinct, Adz runs out of there fast and back to his van. Puzzled and confused, while not being sure if what he saw was real, he begins talking to the camera, trying to make sense of the situation, when more noises arise.
It's black, I could just make out some things. So, I've... There's got to be fireworks.
Adz finds himself in a very bad spot, admitting to drinking a large cup of Bailey's before his hot chocolate, which is alcoholic, meaning he couldn't drive anywhere, which meant he had to hunker down there for the night. He thankfully made it through the night unharmed, but who knows whether what was standing in front of him was a real person or a mannequin. In 2014, a man named Chris was biking near Fernie, British Columbia, when something, almost blending in with the tall grass, began to move towards him.
This is so crazy.
Although mountain lion attacks are rare, having one close to you and not in a rush to leave is definitely a bad sign. Chris weighs his options as the massive cat stalks him, but probably makes the worst move you could have made in this situation. He turns his back to the animal and runs away from it.
Hey, Mr. Mountain Lion. How are you doing? Nice to see you.
It looks like the mountain lion almost teleports as it covers an insane amount of ground in such a short time, and over the next few minutes, it continues to circle and follow Chris.
I'm way bigger than you. Go! Yeah? See this, Will? There's the mountain lion. There's a mountain lion right here.
Even after making it off the trail and to his car, the mountain lion still follows him.
This is unbelievable. There's a mountain lion right here. I'm not afraid of you.
Although he managed to scare the animal away, it was still a terrifying close call for Chris, but he did thankfully get out of there safely. Man Dog Wild is a channel dedicated to camping and the outdoors. In a video uploaded in November 2024, the pair are exploring and camping in the mountains. The video goes as any other one of his videos would. They explore the area, look for different cool caves and things to explore, set up camp, cook, and overall take in the scenery. It's when the pair go to sleep when things really start to ramp up.
Yeti.
Outside of Yeti snoring, you can clearly hear footsteps outside their tent, quite understandably very shocked and confused. The two leave the tent to see if they could find whoever was making the noises.
I hear something coming from just down the hill. Something coming from all the way downhill down there. It sounds like water sloshing. I'm not gonna go and find out.
Man Dog Wild does hear what he thinks to be water sloshing coming from down the hill, but decides it's not worth the risk and heads back to his tent. The next morning, he looks for footsteps, but the ground is too hard to leave any footprints. It's just terrifying to think how vulnerable they were, with Yeti almost seeming unbothered by the situation, when dogs are normally the most alert in those scenarios. Thankfully though, nothing bad happened, and they both got out of there safe.